All right, welcome guys, Limo here. We're going to talk about a very interesting topic and we're going to talk about some very deep things. So in this video, we're going to talk about the current state of the dating market and how to win big. How to win big these days, not last year, not the year before, like now. So today we're going to cover the current state of the dating market and how to actually come out on top and how to actually date the woman that you want to date. So here's the agenda. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about the hyperinflation nobody's talking about right now. The second thing is we're going to talk about the old ways versus the new ways of the dating market, the new way of dating. Now the third thing we're going to cover is we're going to cover how to win and join the top 1% of men. And the fourth thing is going to be a case study about Morgan, which is one of my clients. And I'm going to reveal to you the systems that helped him get there. And then we're going to talk about how to get there faster starting this week. So first, let's talk about the hyperinflation that nobody's talking about. And I'm not talking about the economy here. Okay, what I'm talking about is the main reason that so many guys are getting frustrated in the dating market. The reason why so many guys are getting frustrated in the dating market is because male attention is hyperinflated right now. You see guys everywhere in the world are giving out their attention for free. If you go to a hot girl's post on Instagram, you'll see tons of guys, you're gonna see tons of guys just showering her with compliments, with comments, with hearts, etc., like simping on Instagram. And same thing everywhere, on TikTok, like guys just giving their attention away and just giving them money as well. Like they're actually giving money to these girls, like sending them money, paying for their OnlyFans, and paying for all that shit. And so nowadays, simps and low-value men have made male attention practically worthless by default. And so now that the dating market is globalized because of social media and because of the internet, women are way more picky and discerning than ever before. And so if you don't know how to make your attention valuable, then you're not going to be able to compete because male attention is saturated, like it's hyperinflated. And so how do you make your attention more valuable? Well, there's two ways. The first way is you have to become higher value yourself. And the second way is you have to keep your attention scarce. You know, everything that is scarce is valuable, like gold, right? And I go way more in depth into this inside my dating accelerator program in week 1. We cover this more in depth for those who know. But yeah, step 1 is you have to become higher value. So you have to work on improving yourself in every area. You have to become a man of competence. You have to become a man of higher value. You need to go to the gym, improve your finances, improve your style, improve your social skills, become more resourceful. So that's the first step. Become higher value. The second step is you have to also be a good manager of your attention. You have to prize your attention more, and you only give your attention to women who earn it. Okay, you don't just give it away to anyone, to everyone, to any girl who has a nice booty and some nice titties and a nice face. Okay, you only give your attention to women who deserve it and to the women you're talking to for a date. Okay, so if a woman is wasting your time, if a woman lives far away from you, like let's say you're in the States and she lives in fucking Brazil or Thailand or whatever, and she's talking to you online for nothing, then why would you give her your attention? Tell her, look, like you live far away, like we're probably not gonna meet, have a good day. You know, like don't waste your time. Recently I had a client of mine, he told me a story that he's been scammed thousands of dollars, okay, online because he received a message on Instagram from a girl who basically, after she built rapport with him and after she had a nice conversation with him, she then proposed to him kind of a crypto deal where he would have to, he needs, let's say he invests like 10K and he gets like, I don't know, like 3 times what he invested in back in a few months because of their trading thing or whatever. And he got scammed. Like he sent the money, the crypto, and he never heard back from her. You know, like obviously. So those are the things that happen when you just give your attention away too easily. You get involved with the wrong women and you're wasting your time. And women are not going to value your attention if you're just always texting them and always there and always available. So you have to be a good manager of your attention. Only text the girl if the interaction progresses towards a date, towards sex. But if you know that she's wasting your time and she's a dead end, then fuck off. Like, go on to the next, you know? So you have to understand that male attention is hyperinflated, and you have to raise your value and raise the value of your attention. Now, the old ways and the old pickup artist stuff doesn't work anymore. Okay, back in the day, you could learn and you could recite some lines, and maybe it would have worked. But now, like, all that PUA dating advice that worked like 10 years ago, 20 years ago, won't work. And the reason why it doesn't work is not only the lines that you try to repeat are not congruent with who you are, so it comes off very weird and it comes off like very uncalibrated when you talk to girls, but also social media has changed the game entirely. Like, you can't be a fraud, you know? Like, back then, even if you were an average dude, you could still get laid with a beautiful girl because she didn't have instant access to so many other options online. But now you have to be the shit, both in real life and online, because she's gonna see, automatically she's gonna see whether you are the shit or you aren't the shit. And you can't just cover it up with pickup lines. Yeah, maybe a pickup line is gonna deceive her for a few hours or a few minutes, but very soon she's gonna see the holes in the facade, and very soon she's gonna see that you're a fake ass hoe. Okay, so just don't, like, work on yourself, be a genuinely competent man, and you'll see that all your issues, most of your issues are going to be resolved. But then on top of being a higher status guy, you have to learn the right communication skills, you have to learn the right system. So because of all these things, okay, because, you know, there's a hyperinflation of males' attention, and because nowadays women have so many options, hypergamy is at its peak. There's actually a sexual Darwinism taking place right now. So if you know the theory of evolution by Darwin, you know that only the strongest species survive, the species that are able to adapt. And a sexual Darwinism is taking place right now because the man who didn't adapt to the new ways of the dating market and the man who can't rise above average are going to be left with the leftovers. Like 20% of the most competent men in the world are getting 99% of all the most beautiful women. So the thing is also with what we've been seeing with the pandemics and the global lockdowns and the global stuff like that, and the digitalization of the world that has been accelerated. This is even more relevant than before. Like, nowadays, a woman can just go on her phone and have instant access to, thousands of options in 100-mile radius. In a 100-mile radius right now, a woman can go on a dating apps and find more guys than she can ever handle. Like, there's no room for amateurs. And this is why, in order to gain an unfair advantage, you need to learn the new rules of the dating market. You need to learn how to position yourself the right way in this dating market. So now we're going to talk about how to win and actually join the top 1%. So if you're competent and you have the proper systems and you have the proper skills, you're going to have the best outcomes, both romantically and financially. Like, you will have more dates than you can handle, and you'll be in total abundance. You'll be flooded by options all the time. So if you're a guy right now who is doing pretty well in his career, you have maybe a business or you have a nice job that pays you at least, like 5K a month or something like this, like even 3K a month is okay in certain places. And if you have a job like that where you have a bit of money or you have a business that makes you a lot of money, well, you only need to learn the right systems, and with the right systems, like, you'll be flooded with the right options. And most guys have no clue what they're doing, even if they have money. I've helped, millionaires who, really, like, they were millionaires on paper, but their life was miserable. They just didn't like what they were doing in their business. They were unfulfilled. They felt this deep sense of loneliness. They didn't have any partners. They were always paying for sex sometimes. And they were just like, yeah, they're just miserable. And most guys have no clue what they're doing. So if you learn what to do and how to do it, you'll have an unfair advantage and you will outpace and outshine 99.9% of the other men on the planet. And even if you're a gym guy, if you're a guy who goes to the gym, if you're a guy who's into fitness, amazing. But I've seen many guys who go to the gym consistently, but they're still not getting dates at all because they're not adapting to the new ways of the dating market. They're still doing the same stuff, or they're not putting in the effort, or they don't know what they're doing, you know? So you need to have the right practices and the right systems. And also you need to surround yourself with the right group of men as well, because if you're just by yourself trying to go out and trying to do this without any wingman, without any mentor, without any support group, without anybody, then it's very hard to do this. Like it's like in business. If you're just alone in business and you don't have anyone who can help you, who can give you feedback on your business, who can be on your team and all of that, it's going to be very hard to succeed. You know, all the great business people that I know, they all have mentors, they all have support, they all have accountability, they all have team members, they all delegate things. And so if you don't surround yourself with the right group of people, even with dating, and you don't have anyone to talk to that's like at your level or above and who can really help you and give you advice, then yeah, it's going to be hard to stay on track. So here's what you need to do. This is part one. First thing you need to do is you need to master female psychology, right? Because you have to understand female psychology. That's the root of everything. Once you understand female psychology and the evolutionary desires that women have, and you understand, like, you know, not only women's psychology, but also like human psychology in general, and how to understand how to navigate the dating market, you're going to be able to position yourself at the top. And there's ways actually to position yourself at the top. So we also show you how to actually, you know, raise your value over time and really frame yourself as the prize in the dating market. So there's a way to do that. That's the first thing you need to do, is master female psychology and learn how to position yourself. The second thing is you need to gain more status, and you gain more status and more value by engaging in the right practices. Okay, so there's a few practices you need to engage in to gain more status, and that also comes from also gaining status online with your personal brand, if possible, as well. But also in real life, there's things you can do. And then you need to learn the new efficient systems for dating high quality women. There's a bunch of systems you need to learn. The first thing you need to learn is you need to learn how to confidently approach women anywhere you go, because online dating is not going to save you. And there are so many guys who use online dating as a crutch because they don't have the balls to approach in real life. And you don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be a one-trick pony. You want to be the guy that, yes, has a nice online presence, but who can also approach women whenever he wants to in real life. So you need to learn how to approach women anywhere you go. In the gym, at the grocery store, in the street, anywhere you go during daytime, and then nighttime as well. If you go to a party, you go to a bar, you go to a nice place, a nice restaurant, you're able to approach women anywhere you go. Now, the part two of what you need to do is you need to build a powerful online presence. You need to build a personal brand that allows you to generate options, both for dating, but also even if you have a business or if you want to build a business, that's going to help you. And for networking purposes too. Like nowadays, one of the best ways to network with other high status guys and other people is through your online presence. And it doesn't matter if it's Instagram. Instagram is actually one of the best, but there's other social medias, and you need to learn how to come out on top and how to convey high status there. And there's ways to do that. There's ways to build your personal brand. There's a lot of things you need to do. We cover that too, and we cover also the systems that will help you get dates with your online presence, especially with Instagram. Instagram is the best platform to date. Okay, so honestly, 70% of my dates these days, they come from Instagram. It's so efficient. And even my clients, you know, a lot of their dates, it comes from Instagram. Now, after you master how to approach women in real life, you master Instagram, you also, actually at the same time, master communication skills and learn how to influence and persuade others and make others do what you want them to do, and learn how to navigate your conversations with women, because women are gonna test you in conversations. Women are gonna obviously judge you and size you up, and you're gonna need to, if you wanna have sex with women, you're gonna need to learn how to communicate with intent. You're gonna have to learn how to escalate things, how to sexualize things, how to frame things a certain way that are conducive to you having sex with her. There's a lot of things. There's frame control, there's demonstration of high value, there's how to open, how to hook, how to escalate, sexualize. Like, there's so many things you can do in conversations, and that's a skill with women. I didn't invent this stuff. Yes, I practiced this stuff. Yes, I came up with my own things too, but there's a science behind it. It's both an art and a science. Now also, you need to build a social circle, because if you're just alone doing this and you don't have any high quality friends in your city with whom you can hang out, with whom you can meet new women, and not just male friends, but let's say you have female friends too. Like, actually, female friends can be one of the highest leverage in your life, for your dating life. If you have imagine you had like 2-3 female friends with whom you can hang out with whom you could organize parties with, and who have also access to other women, then you would easily find girls to date if you had female friends. So building a social circle filled with beautiful women and quality guys is gonna also automate and leverage your results and your network at the same time. And the final thing is, get inside a network of people who have the same purpose and the same goals. So I'll show you what we're doing inside the circle in a few minutes, but what we're doing inside the circle is exceptional. We have guys from all backgrounds, we have guys all over the world who are gathered inside this network, and we talk about things all the time, and it's very powerful to have a group of men like this with whom you can share your epiphanies, you can share your lessons, you can share everything. So let's take Morgan. This is a case study from my client Morgan, okay? And this guy, he went from 0 dates before working with me to getting 2-3 dates a week within less than 6 weeks, okay? So you can listen to his testimonial here real quick. I mean, actually, you can't listen here because I have my headphones, okay? But if you go on my website or you go on my Telegram channel, you'll see his testimonial, but you can see the text ones, okay? These are screenshots of my conversations with Morgan. So when you join my Dating Accelerator mentoring, we have a private group with the mentoring clients only. And as you can see, he wrote, I had a date last night, just locked one down for tonight, negotiating locations with a third girl for tomorrow. So he had 3 dates in a week, as many as he's had in a year. That's what he said, like 3 dates in a week, as many as I've had in a year, which is kind of crazy. And then in the other screenshot, he says, thanks Limo, the body language and tonality improvements I've made helped a lot for this interview, because he's applying for a job at Tesla. And now he might get the job, because of that, because of his tonality, the way he communicates, the way he positioned himself in the interview. Dating is like a negotiation. If you learn how to negotiate well with women and you become a great negotiator, then even when you have a job interview, or you have a job or something, or you have like a business, you're going to be able to handle yourself a lot better in those type of situations. I've seen a lot of guys who they're doing sales, for example, and they join my program, and then after the program, they're able to close a lot more deals because they understand some deeper nuances about communication and psychology. And so these skills that you're going to learn with women are going to help you obviously get either multiple dates a week or attract a long-term partner way more easily, but it's also going to help you in your career in general. Okay, and with Morgan, we showed him every week, we showed him a lot of things, from female psychology to the mindset to identity transformation, like how he could, really align his identity with his goals. And then we showed him the systems. So we showed him the cold approach system, we showed him the online system, we showed him the social circle system, and now he has all these systems working together and generating him dates consistently, you know. So that's really what we do inside the Dating Accelerator, is we take you from maybe right now you're struggling, you're kind of relying on luck, it's not consistent, to having an abundant dating life, predictable systems, like at least 3 dates a month, or if you want to have a long-term partner, then fine, and that's it, you know, like getting to that level. And the Dating Accelerator is a mix between a self-paced course. It's kind of a hybrid, because it's not just a course that you consume. You have the course, you have the systems, you have the videos, but we also have weekly calls every week. So every week I can help you personally. I can hear about your situation, hear about your blockages, your problems, and really give you feedback in those calls. And so every week we're going to tackle specific systems, from female psychology to getting into your own psychology and your own mental blockages and really level up your character and your identity, to how to approach and body language and charisma and all of that, to verbal systems, like how to actually communicate the proper way and how to consistently close the deal, to also how to conduct your dates and how to consistently, you know, attract recurring women and have, you know, if you want to have a second date, like you have to run the first date the right way, and you have to be good at actually dating. Like, how do you conduct the date? What do you say during the date? How, if you want to bring her home after the date, how do you do it? How do you handle her potential objections or limiting beliefs or things that get in the way? And how do you make the whole experience wholesome and beautiful and have an amazing experience whenever you're on a date? Like, you're not stressed, you're not like thinking, oh, what should I say? What should I do? Like, you know what to do, okay? And then if you go to nightclubs and stuff like that, we also show you how to have an amazing time. And anytime you go out, like, you can just go out and have a blast with women, approach them, pull them home if you want, and it's going to be a great time. And then week 6, we show you the online system. So we show you everything from building your personal brand, building your profile, having the right pictures, and then funneling the women into your profile, how to find women, how to text them, and how to automate your results online. And then week 7, we cover how to retain women and how to really have, you know, either longer term relationships or having a rotation or having, so if you want to have a long-term girlfriend or a wife or a long-term partner, we show you how to understand the psychology behind making women invested long-term without any pullbacks, without any bullshit. And we show you how to really maintain a strong polarity in your relationship, because like having the right polarity is everything in a relationship. You need to have the right polarity. Now, week 8, we cover social circle and networking. So how to expand your social circle, make a ton of connections in your city, have a ton of female friends, go to some of the best venues, have a lifestyle that you're proud of, and a lifestyle that attracts women to you. And that's going to be incredible. That's going to be very fulfilling, and it's going to open up a ton of opportunities. So on top of all of these things that we cover, you have the course, but you also have weekly calls every week where I'm going to be answering your questions, holding you accountable. And that's what we've done with Morgan. With Morgan has been through this process. And all my other 500 plus clients, you know, we've had more than 500 plus clients, even more than that. I mean, high ticket, more than 500, but then, you know, like smaller stuff or like my books, thousands of guys have been through my books, through my videos, through my content, okay? So really, I mean, all these things are tested and proven to work if you put in the work. And what's good above everything else is that once you join the program, you get lifetime access to the circle. And so the circle is our network. We have a network of guys all over the world. We have guys in the US, in Canada, in France, in Europe, in Dubai, in Africa, in South Asia, it doesn't matter, okay? We have guys everywhere, and every single day we talk about business, we talk about online presence, we talk about any topic. And this is gonna give you the brotherhood you need to succeed, okay? So you have everything to succeed if you truly believe in yourself and you believe enough in yourself to invest in yourself. And what we're doing is we're gonna raise the price of the Dating Accelerator mentoring in a few weeks, because we're getting a lot of demand and the program keeps getting better, and we really want to attract the highest quality clients. We don't want to attract some guys who just low quality clients, you know. We want to attract the highest quality ones. And if you want to learn the proper systems I made a quick spelling mistakes here. If you're serious about your dating life and you want to learn the proper systems in order to attract, date, and retain high quality women consistently, either you want to get 1, 2, 3 dates a week, or 3 dates a month, or 1 date a month, doesn't matter. Or if you want to have a long-term partner, a partner who can be there for you, who can support you, who can fulfill you, with whom you can travel the world with whom you can have kids with, then this is it. This is it. So if you're serious about this, let's have a quick call together. We can craft a custom game plan together. I can understand your situation much better when we're going to get on the call. And based on your situation and based on the goals you're going to tell me, because we're going to talk about your goals too, we'll craft a game plan to get you from where you're at to where you want to be. Okay, and even if you don't end up joining, the call is going to be very valuable either way. So I invite you to click the link in the description, book a call with us. There's no risk, and you're going to get a ton of value, even if you don't join, a ton of value, because we're going to show you a lot of things on the call. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you enjoyed this video in the comments. If you have any questions, drop it in the comments, and DM me. You can DM me too. I mean, you can book the call. It's actually better. It avoids like the back and forths. But if you want to DM me, and we can get you into the program even via DM. So either you get on the call, or via DM I send you the link. You get into the program, and we start crushing it. Within 1, 2, 3 weeks, you can start getting dates. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you on the next.